What if I told you that this single, quiet photograph holds a key to understanding one of life's most profound experiences? We're talking about the way we remember those we've lost. We're going to explore how just a few hidden lines of poetry can turn a totally ordinary moment into a universal truth about memory, loss, and time.
So let's start by just looking. Really let your eyes take in this scene. It's a quiet, kind of forgotten corner of a park. You've got this long, clean walkway stretching out in front of us, and way in the distance, you can see a solitary figure. There's a real stillness here, isn't there? A sense of quiet contemplation.
Okay, now let's kind of zoom in on what's happening. We see a worker just methodically cleaning the path. It's a task that's so familiar, right? An everyday bit of maintenance. But what if this ordinary moment is actually a doorway to something, well, something extraordinary? So the worker leaves this glistening trail of water behind him. It's a temporary mark on the pavement, a simple, fleeting image. But what if it's more than that? What if this vanishing line is actually a symbol of something much, much deeper? Something that touches every single one of our lives.
And this is where the deeper meaning starts to reveal itself. See, hidden in plain sight, right there on the image, is a poem. It's a short verse in Gujarati that's about to change everything we thought we knew about this quiet, simple scene.
Now, for those of us who can't read the script, these words are just a beautiful mystery. But for those who can, they are a complete revelation. They are the key that unlocks the heart of this image, transforming a simple act of cleaning into a powerful metaphor for grief. The poem kicks off with the voice of someone who's been left behind. I saw him go, leaving behind a long, wet swath. And instantly, that path is no longer just water. No, it's the immediate, undeniable evidence of departure. It's that tangible ache of someone's absence. And then, what happens? Well, life goes on. The world doesn't just stop. The poem brings in the sun and the breeze, and these represent the relentless march of time. They aren't just details about the weather, they are the forces that shape our grief, the gentle hands that begin to work on our wounds. And with time, the inevitable happens. That sharp, clear trail, that raw initial pain of loss, it begins to fade into nothing. The evidence of that departure, which was once so stark and present, starts to soften, to recede. This is pretty clearly about more than just a mopped floor, isn't it? It's asking a question that I think echoes in all of our hearts. What happens to the memories of those we've lost? Do they just disappear? Well, the poem suggests they don't just disappear. Instead, they transform. And that is what this image truly captures. That bittersweet, totally inevitable journey of the fading trail of grief. The fading trail is just a perfect metaphor for grief. When a loss is brand new, the pain is so sharp and clear, it's like an open wound. But as time passes, it starts to heal, to soften, to transform into something we carry with us. It becomes a reminder of the love that's still there. And believe it or not, every single element in this scene plays a role in that transformation. So let's break down the deeper symbolism of the time, the sunlight, and the memory itself. Okay, think of it this way. The mop, that's the deliberate act of remembering, of bringing the past into the present. The water, that's the grief itself, that fresh, raw sorrow. The sun and the wind, well, those are the gentle, unstoppable hands of time, working on us day by day. So the fading trail, that's the transformation of that sorrow. And the dry path ahead, that's the future. A future where the memory isn't a source of pain anymore, but a source of quiet strength. What makes this whole thing so powerful is its ability to give a quiet voice to a feeling we all struggle to express. It captures this unspoken truth of how we carry our loss, not as some heavy burden, but as an integrated part of who we've become. And what's so beautiful about this way of looking at it is its gentleness. It doesn't judge us for our memories softening. It's not accusing us of forgetting. Instead, it's reassuring us that this is a natural, kind of bittersweet evolution. It's okay for the sharp edges of sorrow to get dull. That's a sign of healing, not betrayal. Looking at this image one last time, we see it with entirely new eyes, don't we? The memory doesn't just vanish, any more than the water truly disappears. It simply changes form. It kind of evaporates into the atmosphere of our lives, becoming a part of the air we breathe, the light we see, and the love we carry in our hearts. And so we're left with this really beautiful and profound challenge. How do we honor the memories of those we've lost, not just as they were, but as they live on within us? How do we carry their light forward, not as some flickering flame in the past, but as a steady guiding star for our own future? It's definitely a question worth asking and a journey worth taking.